So here we are 24 hours later, National Signing Day in the rearview mirror. Everybody has their rankings. Some people say that Florida State was number one, sneaking by LSU, Michigan a top 5, Charlie Strong and the Texas Longhorns coming out of nowhere in the past 48 hours to get a consensus top 10 recruiting class. And you know what it all means, guys, other than bragging rights? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Because the next thing you have to worry about is which one of these 3, 4, and 5-star players are going to be academically eligible when it comes time to next season's start. Which guys are going to be redshirted and you're not going to see them for another year and a half anyway. And then, of course, there's that little thing about whether or not the guys that went out and did the recruiting can actually coach. Listen, talent just doesn't win games. You know that as well as I do. Everybody, and I'm talking about the top programs, everybody's going to get their allotment of 5-star, 4-star, and 3-star athletes. If you're in a Power 5 conference, that's just the way it is. But can you coach those 3-star guys up to be 4-star talents? Do you have the type of schemes that are going to be successful with the talent that you went out and recruited? Are your coaches good enough? Listen, you see staff turnover all the time. So that's why I get a chuckle out. I hear about, hey, Les Miles was right there. He's on the verge of getting that number 1 recruiting class. Well, that's pretty damn good for Les Miles, considering he's almost run out of Baton Rouge. 2 months ago? I mean, seriously. Charlie Strong hasn't shown me anything, and you either, if you happen to be a Longhorn booster so far. Now, Matthew McConaughey did check in. I saw his tweet yesterday that, go Horns. He was very happy, for what it's worth, for the Longhorns recruiting class. And everybody's talking about Jim Harbaugh's ability to go out and recruit at Michigan. But, hey, bottom line, it's all production. What you're going to do for on the field, and what are you going to do for me lately and later, and whether or not the coaches can actually do something with that talent that everybody went out and got. Hey, I've got a complimentary play coming your way in just a moment on the late game between Utah and Oregon State, a game that I came pretty damn close to using today before going over to using a best bet on the Tulsa-Temple game. Today, there are 3 one-day special coupons that are available on the site. The first one, perhaps, is the most important. And it's one that I've used a few times here. I try to use it once a month or so. But it allows you to save $175 off the purchase price of any handicapper's 60-day package. 60-day package, yes. Any handicapper, you save $175 off the top by using coupon code SAVE175, S-A-V-E 175. Now, this coupon expires tonight at midnight. Let me just tell you about this coupon, however. Today, 61 days until we have that little game in Houston that's going to decide the national champion. So if you buy a 60-day package from some handicapper today, customer service is automatically going to extend you. I am not going to bring you to the Final Four and on the eve of the championship game go, oh, guys, hurry up, pay me some more money. I don't play those games, okay? So it automatically gets extended. Now, of course, if you happen to be in a long-term package with a particular handicapper and you want to extend it outwards and use one of these coupons, you can do that as well. And if you have any instant rebates, they will maximize your savings even more. So if you have any questions on how to use them, you can always contact customer service. And the reason I put that save $175 coupon up there today really was twofold. One, because I knew the championship was 61 days away, and I thought it was an ideal time to try to allow you to maximize your savings, because as I've told you, over 80% of the customers here at the site have packages 30 days or more. It's just the way it is because of the savings that they get. And number two, oh my gosh, how many handicappers have just been on fire since the calendar flipped to the new year. Now, Scott Delaney could not make it 9 straight winning nights last night, could not hit a third 109 max wager release in 3 nights, but he still won 9 of the past 10 days, and he's won 22 of the last 33, and in that stretch, $10 bettors have made $5,810. Chris Jordan today is going for winning day number 23 out of 34. He's made $1 bettors $5,220 since the first of the new year. How about Trace Adams, the half-price play of the day guy today? He's going for winning day number 26 out of 37 short term. But over the past 114 days, we're talking 6 days shy of 4 months, he's made $1 bettors over 51 grand as he swept the board again yesterday. My gosh, there's so many other guys. Oh, the hottest college basketball handicapper here at the site since he returned to the site after a near 3-year absence, Chuck O'Brien, who I rehired. He's not only going for 20-gun college basketball winner number 21 out of 28 tonight, but listen, he's 29-12 in college basketball since he's returning. He's made $10 bettors, $4,185. Did Brad Wilton lose last night with that 100-dime play on Notre Dame? Yes, he did. He's still going for winning day number 27 out of 40. And over the past 132 days, he's made $10 bettors over $25,000. Over the past 209 days, 6.5 months, those $10 bettors have won over $37,000. I'm going for winning day. What am I going for? I have to think about my own record. I know these other guys pretty much off the top of my head. I'm going for winning day number 12 out of 15 tonight. So there is a plethora of handicappers here on very long, extended winning streaks. And hey, the bottom line is, it's not what you do tonight, not what you do tomorrow, not necessarily what you do this week, but you can turn a profit over the long haul. And you have a lot of options to choose from. And all the records are on the page. Hey, if they've got anything to brag about, they might as well put it up on their own page and on the homepage of the site as well. Okay, listen, you can check out all the other promos, etc., over on the homepage, including the latest half-price play of the day winner from Trace Adams. I mean, my God, is he hot. Let me talk about this complimentary play here tonight. I took a split last night with my complimentary plays. Let's see. Who was the winner? Isn't this awful? I can tell you what other guys did at the site, but sometimes I start these video reports and I'm going, God, yesterday was a long time ago. I mean, who the hell did I give on the video report yesterday? I know I lost with Notre Dame yesterday. You know, I got to look at my own website. Who was the winner? Oh, Iowa. Yes. Iowa, who I used as an ultra-rare 20-dime play on Sunday against Northwestern. They hammered Penn State exactly as I thought last night. Listen, tonight I'm going to go with Utah at Oregon State. This is going to be an interesting game. It's a rematch game in Pac-12 action. Utah is a 2 to 2.5 point favorite in this game in Corvallis tonight. Now, Utah started its current 5-game winning streak when it rallied from an early 14-point deficit at home to win the first go-round in Salt Lake, January 17th by a 59-53 score. They didn't cover the game as a 9-point favorite. The problem in that game is they were disjointed because of Oregon State's zone defense. They couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. They finally got things going. And listen, that was the game, you may recall. 3.5 minutes to go. It was a tie game, and that's when the bozo, the clown for Oregon State, purposely tripped the official, which got him a 4-game suspension. And from that point forward, Utah outscored Oregon State 7-1 to close out the game and get the straight-up win. Again, they didn't cover. In fact, Oregon State couldn't hit the broadside of the barn late in the game. They went 5 minutes and 28 seconds, the final 5:28 of the game, without getting a field goal. So now you have a rematch tonight. Well, after Utah beat Oregon State, they have since won 4 straight games, extending their winning streak to 5 in a row going into tonight's contest. And you have 2 different styles of play here. Other than that game against Oregon State, Utah can put points on the board. I mean, this is a team averaging 79.3 points a game and over 39 rebounds a game. They have a nice little inside-outside thing going. Of course, they've got the big 7-footer at center who, let me get his name right here, Jakob. It's not Jacob. It's Jakob Poeltl. Who has had a great season so far, 17.3 points a game, 8.9 rebounds, almost 2 blocks a game. He's Mr. Inside. Then they've got the outside guy who is Jordan Leverage. I got to love that name. Jordan Leverage. That's a great name. Anyway, it sounds like it should be like a movie character, you know. Hey, who's that guy? That's Jordan Leverage. Maybe it's a soap opera character. I don't know. Anyway, Jordan's averaging 11 points and has hit a team-high 52 three-pointers so far this season. So they can put points on the board. In fact, the The interesting thing tonight is that you have an Oregon State team that will probably again throw that zone up. So will Utah be successful or more successful throughout this game than they were in the first go-round when they were playing at home? On the other hand, you have an Oregon State team that is last in terms of scoring in the Pac-12, averaging just about 68 points a game. And Utah, meanwhile, defensively, Pac-12, Big 12 and Pac-12, to me, the biggest, highest scoring conferences you can find in terms of the Power 5 and anybody in the nation. Pac-12 teams, you know they love to run the floor. Do you know Utah is the only Pac-12 team that's holding its foes in conference play to under 70 points a game? In fact, 67.7. You would think they were coming from the Big Ten, for Christ's sake. Anyway, I like Utah in this particular game. I just don't like the way Oregon State is playing. I know they beat USC at home in their last home game, but then they went to Arizona and Arizona State and got hammered in both of those games, losing by double-digit margins. I think one they lost by 19, the other they lost by 18. They've lost 5 of their last 6 games overall. The Utes are surging, and I'm going to go with them in this spot tonight. I think it's a pretty cheap price for the better team. Now, whether they can deliver on the road, that's what we're going to find out. As I said, I came this close to using it before I decided to opt for the Temple-Tulsa game as my best bet on the card. But otherwise, it's a really lousy card. A lot of games, but a really lousy card. Nothing in the NBA to talk about. A lot of lousy action in college basketball. So let's let it ride with the Utah Utes. Good luck, everybody, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.